Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Had a blown fuse and I have disconnected the seat safety, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we need to get a little gas down in the carburetor to get it primed up. I see one thing, my choke cable is not closing all the way. Need to adjust that. Well, the reason the choke wasn't working was the butterfly had slid out of place. So let me try this again. For some reason it's kicking back. Trying to fire out of the carburetor. Now I did have it running before. I guess that means we need to definitely check our valve adjustment. Now we'll pull the spark plug out. That way it'll be easier to turn the motor over and we can find top dead center. Oh, excuse me. So this is the next day now after we tried starting it. And the spark plug looks very nice. Looks almost new actually. That one's very loose. And that one is very loose. And about top dead center right there. Yeah, these puppies are very loose. These should be around 4 thousandths according to what I found online. So we'll snug them up just a little bit and then we'll crank it over and see how they're doing. Now I find it's always better to have a thin wrench on the back side here, and I don't know where I got these, but I got a handful of them. They're all 1/2 inch. So I've already loosened this one here up because it has a jam nut on the outside and then this one inside. So we got to do 4 thousandths. That's 0.004. And this puppy is very loose. So I'm gonna, and you want it just so there's a little bit of drag. I tighten it up till it tightens too much. And then I tighten it down. Now the rule of thumb is that occasionally when you tighten these down, that it may actually tighten up your gap, so it's wise to check it again afterwards. Yep. And it's just a hair too tight. So we'll do it again, and I'll just back this inside one off just a hair more. Try that. see how that one works. Yeah. And it's a very fine tune. It's still, and now it's too loose again. It doesn't take much. We're talking about thousandths here, not quarters of an inch. And it's too tight again. Like I said, yeah, that one's pretty good. It got a little bit of drag on it, and that's all I want. Now this one here is way loose. And tighten this one in. Should be good there. And it's too tight. Same thing. Pretty good right there. So what I want to do, now that we have the spark plug up, I want to make sure that these things are both operating properly. Okay, looks good. Okay, so the next thing to do is for me to pop this into the parts cleaner, clean it up, and we'll put it back together. I'll bring it back. You don't need to watch me washing it up. Okay. We've got it back together. I'm going to leave the air cleaner off so I can observe what's going on there. Step in front of you. I'm going to close the choke manually. It is spring loaded. And I'm going to give it about half throttle, I think. See what happens. Have it. And as far as I could tell, the only thing that was wrong with the wiring was that it had a blown fuse in it, and also the seat seat safety was hooked up, and I disconnected that. I'm not going to hook it back up again, but everything else is hooked up, and as you heard, it starts and runs pretty good. So now my next task is to order the pulley for the drive system. I don't want to try activating the mower deck up here on the lift because it's, yeah, well, it's got all kinds of junk underneath that needs to be cleaned up. So I still need to fix my air cleaner base, and I don't know what I did with the other part. There it is. I tried to use the super glue on it, and it held a little bit, but it wasn't really good. So I think what I need to do is maybe I'm going to make a little bit of a metal plate to go down in there of some sort, you know. Or maybe I should go back to my plan number one, clean this all off and plastic weld it, which all that entails is taking a soldering gun and melting it together, just like we kind of used to do for customizing work on model cars. So that'll bring us up to today, and next time I'll get this fixed. In the meantime, we'll get this back on, and next time we'll get into doing the exhaust. As you could hear, it's pretty loud. I need to order a muffler for it. I'm not going to use the factory muffler. I already told you that. I'm going to cut this and swing it right straight up. So I don't know how long it's been since this ran. Of course, I told you I already started it back earlier in the summer just by squirting some carburetor cleaner in it, and it fired. That's as far as it went. But now with a new carburetor on it and the valves adjusted, it starts good and it runs pretty good once it's going. So thanks for watching, commenting, and for subscribing, and for the thumbs up. I appreciate the thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye now.